Today I want to highlight the importance of neighbourhood approaches to loneliness. So looking at loneliness from a place perspective of anybody of any age. It's really important that our support networks are where we live. So loneliness is a human emotion and it needs a human response. So loneliness not just kills humans, it kills our communities, and our communities have a responsibility to look after the people within them. So what I'd like to see from today, that everybody takes away that actually they too can reduce loneliness, their own or another's, and the easiest way to do that is to get to know your neighbours.
So I'm going to be talking this morning about the important contribution that public libraries have to make to this agenda, and I'll be framing my argument for that around three key assets that I think we bring to the table, and those really are in terms of our spaces that we have, our programmes of activity that we deliver out of those spaces, and our staff team. I think the key thing in terms of our spaces is that we have 34 libraries located in each community across the city of Leeds, and they are safe, welcoming, accessible, non-stigmatised spaces that are available for all sections of the community, all ages. And out of those, I think the other important thing about that really is the fact you don't need an appointment, you don't need to be a member of the library to access those spaces.
For older people, loneliness and isolation are not new concepts. For the past 50 years, there have been reports that 13% of the population of older people feel lonely all the time or almost all the time. And I think we have an understanding of what can lead to loneliness. What we don't really understand so much is what can make that difference. I do think that we can start to predict things across the life course, however.
So we know that youth is a time of massive transition, a lot of things happening for the first time, which we do know is associated with feeling lonely and kind of out of sync with things. And we also know that any other issues that might be going on in your life, or any situation that you're in, such as having a disability or a caring responsibility, can make you feel even more lonely. So people think a lot about social media when you talk about young people and loneliness, and we know that it can be difficult and it can put pressure on and it can cause a bit of a mismatch in between real life and your online life, but we also know it can be a real lifesaver and a great way for young people to communicate with each other. So I think we're trying to think about all those issues, what can really work to help young people develop skills and resilience to kind of get through life and know that loneliness is an emotion that it's okay for them to feel, it's acceptable, they don't need to feel ashamed of it, and that there are things that they can do to help them reconnect with their communities and make friends.